name is Kate McMahon, and thank you so much for joining us today for What's Happening. I'm really excited to introduce our guest today. We have Jessie Duquette, and she is a mentor for a very cool program that we're going to learn about today called Creative Outlets. And Ken, great to see you. Ken Bush,
Good seeing you, Kate.
he's an artist for the program. And great to see you guys. Gonna love sharing the mission of your organization with our viewers. And Ken, I loved the way you said it right before we started today on what the real mission is of Creative Outlets. Can you share that again?
Our mission is to, we've targeted an age group around 12 to 16 in those areas. The idea is to use the arts to also instill life skills so that not only are they having fun and being creative, but they also are finding some tools to navigate sometimes tricky things that happen when you're that age.
That's great. So really using art to teach life skills.
Yes.
That's awesome. That's very cool. Now, Jessie, thanks for joining us. And you are a mentor to the program. Can you share what it is that your role is with the creative outlets?
Um, I would compare it to kind of being like a teacher's assistant. You're kind of there to help the artist there or the kids there. You can kind of like sit around like and do the projects, whatever those projects may be, and then if like the person like the artist needs any help, you can be there to assist. If any of like the kids are having trouble, you can keep them on task, or you can like have a conversation with them, maybe take a walk with them and talk things out.
That's great. I love that. And the way I understand it is there's different types of art that the students can participate in. Is that right, Ken?
Yes, we've had people do everything from teach, or have kids do poetry to rhythms. We have theater improv, but we also have quite a bit of work with both painting and sculpture and even some dance. And so things have, I'm sure I'm leaving something out. Jessie can fill in if she needs to. But it is diverse. And since we're bringing in artist educators, they bring with them the skills and the experience they have. So that varies according to the person.
That's wonderful. Jessie, is there a certain type of art that you like to help the other students with or actually participate in yourself?
Well, in creative outlets, I'm up to help with anything, obviously. I don't really have like a favorite art to assist with, I guess. It's just, except I guess if I were to pick a favorite, it would be like acting and improv because when I was younger, I acted, so.
Oh, how fun.
But personally, I personally like digital art the most.
Uh-huh. That's great. That's awesome. Can you explain a little bit about what digital art is?
Digital art is basically taking everything that is traditional art and putting it on a computer, basically. You can do anything in digital art, actually. You can, like, all reaches of art. People make songs on, like, digitally. People draw, people model, and make sculptures digitally. It's basically a lot of the things you can do traditionally, but without, like, the hassle of having to get materials and the mess that it might make.
Oh, that's very cool. I'm gonna have to explore that a little bit more. Very
Yeah, we're
cool.
trying next year to explore the possibility. We have a particular artist educator who brings in iPads for the participants to work with a program loaded on it that allows you to take a photograph and then begin to add to, distort, enhance whatever the photograph is to match the feelings you have or the idea you have that you're trying to modify it to fit to. So it sounds like a really cool thing, and he's a local guy, but this is something that's quite involved and quite extensive. So we're
Sounds
looking forward to it.
fascinating.
Yeah.
Sounds fascinating to me. So let's talk a little bit about how students find your program.
Well, it's hit and miss in terms of there isn't like one big event. Sometimes I know our teens have come in through school programs and so forth. Sometimes their parents have heard about it, either through public announcements or some other word of mouth means. And this year particularly, we're trying to expand more into community centers and programs having to do with sports and so on, and getting to some of those teams as well. So.
Oh, wonderful. And then, of course, you do have a website. So when folks are interested in learning more, they can go to your website. And can you remind me what the website address is, please?
Actually, it's done. We worked through the Cape Cod Museum of Art,
Yes.
and so, but we have our own link from there.
It's pretty easy to find the link if folks want to go directly to Cape Cod Museum of Art. It's under programs and it says creative outlets. So it's super easy to find, and we will add the website address at the bottom of the page. Now, what's another very cool thing about your program is that there is, it's free of charge for the students. That's correct.
Yes. Yeah, there is no cost whatsoever. We provide, well, the museum often supplies what the artists, educators need to work with the students. But we just make sure that people there's no need for them to feel like they got to shell out money to get to this. It's all gratis. It's all something that they can just come in and enjoy. I think the only thing we ask is that if people decide to sign on for, there's usually 2 sessions of about 8 Sundays each. If they choose to sign on to that they stay with it for that amount of time. Yeah. So it's not a come and go, but a real, one thing leads to another.
That's great. That's awesome. Now, Justy, do you have a favorite part or task as being a mentor for the program?
I think my favorite part is that it's basically I'm doing the program that I've been doing for a couple years now, and I'm also able to help people, and I'm also getting paid. So it's kind of everything that I've been enjoying for the couple years that I've been doing it, plus some extra added benefits.
I love it. That's great. Now, we are talking right now in the middle of the pandemic, and I know you guys rely on people's assistance a lot to keep the program going. So how can folks help the program? What kind of donations do you need? Is it monetary, volunteers?
Yes, I think whatever, but I primarily, the funding that went to our program and other arts programs on the Cape really has been diverted to a great extent to other things needed for the pandemic. So we're left trying to fill in some of that fiscal gap. So money would be great. I believe, again, on the website, there's a way to click on and donate that way. But also, we're always interested in people who might want to teach a particular art form. It's usually a 3-hour class. We only have it happen once, and then have somebody new do it the next time. But yeah, that would the funding element is what's new and difficult coming up this season.
Yeah, it sure is. And then I also just want to add that if folks are interested in learning more, they can also just send an email, and there is an email link from your website on Cape Cod Museum of Art. So it was great chatting with you two today. I really appreciate you taking the time to sharing what you have the great opportunity to do at Creative Outlets. And thanks for helping the kids.
Thank you,
Thanks.
Kate.
You're welcome. And thanks for watching today. And until next time, bye bye.